everyone, and welcome to the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's live coverage of girls high school basketball. It's the home opener for the Coon Rapids Cardinals as they host the Legacy Christian Lions. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro sidelines, and Howie, a really interesting matchup. Two schools very close in proximity, but they have never seen one another before in live action.
Yeah, obviously there's some history there between the two, but no, nothing in live action in a game that counts. And it should be very interesting because Legacy Christian, as we talk about, has a post player in the middle that's dynamic and is big and does a really nice job scoring and rebounding. We'll talk about her as the game goes on.
Well, and a really interesting side note for these two teams is one team on its way up, one team on its way down. And what do we mean by that? The Coon Rapids Cardinals allowed to drop from Class 4A to 3A this season. For the Legacy team, they're moving from Class 1A to Class 2A. And now an opportunity to kind of meet in the middle and battle. It should be interesting.
Yeah, now I know it's a great opportunity for Legacy Christian to come and play a team from Northwest Suburban. And you talked about the Cardinals dropping that level. They'll still play the same conference schedule. It'll just come down to section play where they'll drop that level.
Well, the Cardinals hoping they have the advantage because of that class difference and the strength of schedule they're used to seeing, but they will definitely have a force to be reckoned with inside in Anna Stromberg.
Anna Stromberg scoring only about 19, almost 20 points a game and almost 15 rebounds. Led the state in rebounds a year ago. She's dynamic. She's going to go to Radford next year and play college basketball, so they will have their hands full, no doubt, inside.
And on the flip side, the Cardinals fortunate to have an infusion of new blood, and one of them an all-conference transfer who moved in to the school district and is leading the way right out the bat with more than 20 points a game.
Yeah, Helen Ben, 20 points, 7 boards a game. You're right, she was all-conference coming over from Park Center. It's a huge addition to this Cardinal program, and you can see it in their numbers. She's definitely made them a better ball club.
Still early in the season, the Cardinals hoping to get a good start to their home schedule. Their home opener starts next on CTN.
Okay, I have a couple good ones for you, Joe. How do football players stay cool? By standing next to the fans. What kind of tea do football players drink? Penalty. Why can't you play football with pigs? Because they hog the ball.
Let's meet the players. Number 1, Addison Martin. Number 0, Kate Gavin.
It's youth night
Number 3,
at
Bailey
the
Larson.
Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, introducing the ball girls for tonight's contest before, again, getting the home schedule started for the girls basketball program. Second year under head coach Chris Bierman.
Number 34, Matilda Houlihan.
Yeah, there's a lot of enthusiasm coming into the year for the girls basketball team. There's head coach Bierman, and we talked to him during the football season. He was very excited for things.
Number 35, Vivian Uday.
And now down on the sidelines, the third part of our basketball team is Lexi. Go ahead.
Coach at Coon Rapids, and he put such a huge emphasis on culture with his team. Last year, in his first year, there were under 30 girls in the program. Now that number is close to 50, and he said he loves how much optimism there is in the program, how much hard work these girls put in. If they win tonight, they'll already have more wins than last season.
Thank you, Lexi. Yeah, they expect to surpass that one-win season by a long way. No wins the year before that. You have to go back, I think, 5 years before you see more than 3 wins for a Coon Rapids girls basketball program. They're hoping they can at least break that streak.
Well, and I think they should. And you bring the influx of talent in. You've got Jada Gaskins, who transferred last year but had to sit out a year from Spring Lake Park. And then, of course, we talked about Helen Ben coming over from Park Center. This is a team that these young athletes want to play for Coach Bierman, and an opportunity, right here, see if they can get that second win early in the season.
Well, and there are also players like Kaylin Green there had an outstanding freshman season, and expect her to be an impact player, and Beck as well. The Chameleon.
The Chameleon, correct.
Casey Beck.
And her brother, the Lizard, is in the house today.
And their opponents, again, a Legacy Christian team coming in at 2-1. They've played 2 single A teams and won both. The one double A team, a team in their section, St. Cloud Cathedral, handed them a 33-point loss.
Yeah, and when I talked to head coach Nate Lindholm, he said, we want to play teams that like a Coon Rapids. We want to see where we are. We want the opportunity to challenge our girls. And then they're going to be challenged here tonight because, we saw the Cardinals in that first game against Tartan. They can put points on the board. Unfortunately, they fell handily to Anoka, 90-52 in their second contest, but looking to get back on the winning track here this evening.
Kaylee Bierman has a different look. Has to wear the protective mask after having surgery, getting some sinus issues figured out. She said she'll get used to it. It's a little bit of an adjustment, has a little bit of a blind spot. But she said she breathes much better, moves much better.
Yeah.
And I believes in the end it will be a much better to have than not have.
Well, it's just like anything else. It takes some getting used to, quite obviously, but it helps her greatly. You can see her adjusted a little bit.
And Stromberg ready to jump off. Stromberg wins the tip. And Legacy Christian, the first chance on offense. Pass goes through her hands. Ben grabs it and takes it on the run. She'll back off right side and try and set up the offense. Gaskins up top. Left side for Bierman. Gets a pick from Beck. Drives to the paint. Back up top for Green. Good movement from the Cardinals early. Gaskins. Left side. Beck bobbled but recontrols, working baseline against Lindholm. Her shot rolls off the top of the iron. The rebound controlled by McBroom. McBroom, full court pressure coming a little bit from Bierman. Gets it into the post for Stromberg. Down low. Basket for Addison Bates to start the scoring.
Well, that time you saw 3 defenders around Stromberg, and it leaves a player alone underneath. And Legacy Christian starts the scoring.
Three-pointer for Bierman is good.
And that's what Kaylee Bierman brings. She's got that nice shot from the outside. She's averaging 12 points a game here in their first 2 contests.
Full court pressure from the Cardinals, really making the Lions work their way across midcourt. High post, Stromberg. Left side, jump shot, will not go. Stromberg hustles and gets the rebound and draws the foul from Ben at the same time.
Yeah, and certainly Helen Ben will have her hands full underneath with Stromberg, and you can see, the strength in Stromberg and why she's so proficient at rebounding the basketball. We talked about in the opening, she led the state in rebounding a year ago.
In the corner, this is Carlson. Into the low post, turning around, getting the bucket and the foul is Stromberg. She'll go to the line for the 3-point play.
Casey Beck called with the infraction underneath.
couple of quick team fouls on the Cardinals here to start things off. And, you know, and again, she's just a force underneath the Stromberg.
Not going to make the free throw. The rebound controlled by Ben. Quickly to the other end. Shot won't go. Defended well by Stromberg. Bierman retreats to the perimeter. The pass into Beck. Brings the first foul of the night against Legacy Christian. It'll be Allie Lindholm.
Well, a couple of the things the Cardinals want to get accomplished tonight. They want to control the guard play for Legacy Christian. And what I think is really important for them is they want to dictate that tempo, because Legacy Christian is very concerned about the pace of this basketball game. They're concerned about the press on defense and the transition basketball by Coon Rapids.
Gaskins up top, working her way into the paint. Left-hand shot won't go. The rebound by McBroom. Carlson
Pressure.
Trapped in the corner and draws the foul. Cardinals being aggressive on defense, maybe a little too aggressive. Foul's going to go against Sophia Smith. McBroom to inbound. We'll get it to Bates. Bates up court, got away from Lindholm, lost out of bounds, and the Cardinals will get it on the turnover. Bierman left side for Smith. Ben up top, will put it on the floor, working against Stromberg. Gets her moving, gets her in the air, but it traveled before the foul.
I know Casey Beck didn't agree with that call. Let's take another look at it and see if she... I don't know, it's close.
Looks like the pivot foot came up before she shot the ball. Cardinals get the steal right along the sideline, and Coach Bierman gets the foul. Ben getting a hand in and ripping it away.
I know Coach Lindholm said, we want to keep this thing as close as we can. And, early on, it is 4-3. They have the lead, but it is early in this contest. They're a young team. They only have 3 seniors on the roster. They brought back, I believe, 7 girls from a year ago.
Well, their guard number 10, Sarah Carlson, just an 8th grader, but off to a great start. She's got 13 plus per game through the first couple. So you got the Giant and the Mouse.
Yeah.
Doing the damage for the Lions.
Carlson's averaging almost 14 points a game here through 3.
Do believe that's what I just said.
Say that?
Helen Ben underneath, a nice reverse, taking Stromberg right underneath the basket. And this is going to be number 1 on Gaskins as she crashes in to Stromberg just before midcourt.
It was such a good point, Joe. I had to say it again. What can I tell you? Again, Ben does a really nice job with the wraparound. Already 4 personal fouls on Coon Rapids here. That's early.
That pass over the head of Stromberg, and that's saying something. Carlson into the corner. Bates, baseline, throws it over the head of Stromberg and out of bounds.
And that's saying something. He threw it over her head.
Twice.
Yeah, 6-3.
In the same possession.
Yep.
Well, they get so used to throwing it up where no one else can get it. It's a couple a little too tall. Both teams trying to find a rhythm early on. And that's going to be a second foul on Ben just 3 minutes into this game.
Yeah, that's a little disconcerting. Call her for the elbow.
See, she hooked, and indeed she did.
That's the right call.
Full court pressure continues from the Cardinals. Stromberg gets it to Bates. Her pass batted away out of bounds. Lions will reset. Kaylin Green getting a hand on it.
Yeah, you talked about Kaylin a little bit earlier, and she had a nice season a year ago, and she's young, obviously. She's just a sophomore, but she brings a lot to this program. She's aggressive and she's quick.
Down low, Stromberg working against Beck, gets a foul, will go to the line and shoot 2.
That's 2 on Beck.
Fouls by the Cardinals number 33, Casey. Her second personal 16 foul. Stromberg to the line for the Lions.
Second free throw of the night for Stromberg is short.
Okay, one shot here, one.
That one's long off the back iron. Graham the rebound, gets it to Gaskins, pushes it too far for Bierman. Great reflexes by our ball girl behind cameraman extraordinaire Mike Burlingame.
Yeah, Mike wasn't going to touch that ball. He was just going to let it go past. He's old like us.
Inbound goes to Stromberg into the front court. Working against Beck. Again, Beck already with 2 fouls. In the middle, McBroom couldn't get it to go. Stromberg a chance. Gaskins had a block in there. Stromberg eventually able to put it home.
Yeah, again, you know, there's a lot of size. Not a lot of size in the Cardinal lineup right now. Casey Beck, and she's got to be concerned because she has 2 personals.
Carlson chased by Green into the backcourt. Green taken off with a significant pick and a long 2 for Addison Bates.
An 8-5 lead now for the Lions. Oh, nice move to the hoop. Unfortunately, she couldn't finish.
Good position for Kaylin Green to get the rebound, draw the foul. Just the second of the night against Legacy Christian.
Marsha Glenn coming in for the Cardinals, and Beck will take a seat on the bench with her 2 personals.
Glenn played a fair amount of minutes last year, gives the Cardinals a big body underneath to work against Stromberg. Kaylin Green down the lane to the left hand for the basket.
Oh, just a nice find to get Kaylin underneath, and just a really nice basket.
Stromberg driving against Glenn. Glenn gets the block, comes up with the recovery.
All ball.
Graham in the front court, finds room in the paint. The shot won't go. Had to try and get around Stromberg. McBroom gets it ahead, and Kaylin Green's going to be called for the bump as she denied Lindholm near midcourt.
Well, you talked about minutes off the bench and from Persia Glenn, and a really nice job of stuffing her, getting the basketball.
Staying tall,
yep.
Working back, and then getting the ball. And that is the 7th foul of the night against Coon Rapids already, so a 1-and-1 opportunity for Allie Lindholm.
Yeah, they'll be in the bonus situation, the Lions, for the next 13-10.
One rattles around and down. Trying to push it back to a 3-point lead. It won't go. The rebound controlled by Stromberg. Out to Carlson. Draws the double team, and a timeout called by the Lions bench.
Again, good pressure defense for the Cardinals, just keeping 2 players around the girl with the ball. You know, Coach Bierman told me we're gonna see him go to his bench quite early and often here this evening and put a lot of pressure. He almost has to in this situation where he's got some players in a little bit of foul situation.
Yeah, and when you have to do that kind of work underneath against a body much bigger than anything you have on your roster, it can be a war of attrition. You know you're going to take some fouls because you're giving up size, a considerable amount of size.
Well, and so far it's playing right into what Legacy Christian wants to do. They want to get those players out of the lineup like a Helen Ben.
Gaskins nearly got in on that. McBroom leaves it short. The rebound by Persia Glenn. Gaskins running the other way. Bierman back door. Shot was disrupted. Bierman able to come up with it off the floor. Trapped in the corner. Gets it to Graham. Graham into the paint. Gaskins up top. She'll take it to the lane. That shot won't go. She was bumped by Stromberg, but no foul. Out of bounds off of the Lions.
At first they called it Coon Rapids ball. The official pointed that way.
They absolutely did. But then handed it to Legacy Christian, and it really was off of Persia Glenn.
I think it was. That's why I was a little curious why they called it in Coon Rapids possession, but I think it should be a Legacy Christian possession. Let's take another look. Well, I don't know. Maybe not.
That is off of Lindholm.
Yep.
I just saw Glenn's hand, but last touch certainly.
Close. It's awfully close. They should call it the way they call it.
Yeah, it was originally called Coon Rapids ball, and they decided to change the call. And originally, I thought Persia's hand was up there. I did not see Lindholm, but in the replay, clearly Lindholm lost a touch. Either way, he doesn't have replay. They called it the way they did, and now a travel on Stromberg, well defended by Persia Glenn. She's come in and given some really nice minutes already.
Yes, she has.
Against the dominant post of the Lions.
Yeah, as long as she can continue to do that and give an opportunity to bend the time clock going down a little bit with her two personals.
Glenn will take the shot. That's off the mark. The rebound by Carlson underneath. She's in a little bit of trouble. She gets it to McBroom. McBroom up court. Glenn there jumps the pass. And Bierman back on offense left side. Glenn in the high post will work against Stromberg down low. Trying to find room, now looks for help. Gaskins up on the wing. Crosses over, loses the handle, recovers. Gets it into Glenn, faces up against Stromberg. Stromberg closes, goes to her left hand. And there's a foul on Stromberg. Another solid effort from Persia Glenn.
Yeah, she's had some nice minutes since coming in off the bench. Olivia Dahm in the game for the Lions.
Underneath, Green to Persia Glenn, puts it on the floor, gets another foul on Stromberg, and will go to the line to shoot two. That's a good, strong move to her left hand.
It really is.
Got Stromberg moving, and
no, they called it on Lindholm, I believe.
Oh, they did.
Yep.
Glenn knocks down the first. Brielle Neidham will check in for the Lions. Glenn hits the second one clean. We're tied at 9. That one bounced off a foot, out of bounds, turned over back to Coon Rapids. Up top, Kaylin Green. High post for Glenn. Turns to her right, shoots from the free throw line, comes up short. The rebound by Carlson. Tracked by Gaskins. Double team comes. Gaskin tied her up. Jump ball favors the Cardinals, so good as a steal.
Absolutely.
Ashley Flynn will check in. Persia Glenn. A really solid,
really nice
whatever,
minutes.
3-4 minutes she played. That inbound pass out of the reach of Aaliyah Graham, turned over to McBroom. Working against Gaskins, gets across midcourt, high post. Stromberg works to her left against Flynn. The shot up and over, the rebound by Bierman. Bierman gets support from Green across midcourt, drives to her left hand, leaves it off. Flynn, a jump shot, misses everything. Rebound tipped out, controlled by Green. Up top, Bierman. Driving right side of the paint, throws it up. Flynn there for the rebound. That won't go. Gets another offensive board. Another chance won't go. Bierman gets the Cardinals yet another opportunity. Work it outside to Gaskins.
Just thought about that three.
How is the shot clock already under 10? Thought that last one had hit the rim, but Stromberg going to come up with a steal anyhow. On the run, leaves it off left side. Damn. Can't get it to go. Rebound punched away from McBroom, but right to Carlson. Carlson resets high on the right side. Graham out to defend. Works it up top. Stromberg a long way from the net. Ashley Flynn out to defend. And she's going to end up getting called for the foul, and it's going to be a 1-and-1 for Anna Stromberg. Stromberg 0 for 3 from the free throw line so far.
Yeah, just 4 points so far in the evening as well.
Foul number 8 against the Cardinals. Stromberg able to hit that one perfectly. Get her team into double digits. And she hits them both. Back to a 2-point lead for the Legacy Christian Academy Lions. High post, Ashley Flynn tried to hand it back to Gaskins, and that was disrupted. McBroom comes up with the ball. Carlson runs to the other end against Green, kicks it back out. Damn, up top to McBroom, left side. Neidham underneath, Stromberg, bucket and the foul.
Yeah,
and we'll go to the line for another 3-point opportunity.
Again, no size in the lineup to speak of for Coon Rapids here. So Stromberg does a really nice job of getting her own space underneath the basket and able to get the bucket and 3-point opportunity. All of a sudden she has 8.
Persia Glenn right back on the floor. That shot off the mark. And so a 4-point lead. Gaskins pull-up jumper at the other end won't go. Glenn with the rebound, back around Stromberg and got the foul.
Oh, that's 3.
No, it's 2. Because remember the other was against Lindholm.
Lindholm. You got me all excited. But that's 2 nonetheless.
Either way, yeah, she's done a great job in the minutes she's played against Stromberg. In and out on the first. Both in and out for Persia Glenn that trip. Dam into the front court. Her pass taken away by Kaylin Green. Bierman behind the defense, bucket in the foul.
Well, the Cardinals certainly needed a bucket, and that's a big one there for Bierman. It's a nice little feed from Green to find her. She gets the bucket and opportunity for the 1-point play.
Free throw shooting has not been strong for either squad.
No.
Another steal for the Cardinals, bringing the pressure. Bierman finishing. We're tied at 13.
Well, again, that pressure is paying off for the Cardinals here. A steal and a bucket. Another one.
3 straight that the Lions haven't gotten out of the backcourt, and Bierman has finished at the other end.
A timeout from Coach Lindholm.
Down on the floor again to Lexi Schweinert. Lexi.
Coach Bierman's daughter, Kaylee Bierman, on fire right now, and you might notice that she has a face mask on. This is because she actually just had nose surgery. She broke her nose several times in high school, but doctors wouldn't operate on her until she turned 18. And then right after she got her nose surgery, she was back to playing with her mask on, being very cautious, and someone hit her in the nose. Dad, Coach Chris Bierman, obviously was not very happy, but right now she's still in that healing phase. But you can tell a broken nose does not slow this girl down.
Thank you, Lexi. And yeah, I spoke with both Coach Bierman and Lexi, and Kaylee Bierman in regards to the mask, and she said it's an easy trade-off with how well she's breathing again. And 7th grade is when she first broke her nose and wasn't able to get the surgery until she turned 18. And said she's breathes so much better. It was
I'm sure of it.
Easy decision to wear the mask her senior year, and any time moving forward that she plays contact sports, for the ability to breathe.
Yeah, it's just getting used to that mask.
Well, 6 straight points for Kaylee Bierman as the Cardinals in front, 15-13. McBroom gets into the front court, pressured tightly by Gaskins. Pass underneath, Carlson. Green right on top of her, got a piece of the pass. McBroom able to put it up and in. We're tied again.
Yeah, nice little feed underneath. And McBroom's able to convert.
Bierman for 3. That one's off the iron, tipped, and Carlson on the run the other way. Misses, too strong. Pass from Green was deflected, but Graham comes back to it. We'll leave it back. Driving is Green, and that's going to be foul number 3 against Stromberg, moving over a little too late.
Well, I like the fact that they go after her.
Well, only midway through the first half, and she's already at 3 fouls.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously their biggest part of the offense, and I think she'll probably have to come out with her 3 personals, I believe. Anyway, we'll see. Yeah, she will. We all knight them in for the Lions.
Yeah, the lineup considerably different without her in it. The next tallest player based on their roster, 5'9".
Yeah, the free throw situation continues for the Cardinals, not being able to hit.
And in a close game, which this is, obviously, tied at 15, and a travel by Carlson in the corner, and the Lions turn it back over. I don't want to harp on free throws, but...
Well, they're important.
But they count.
Absolutely, well, they're important. That's how you can build a lead.
High post, Gaskins turns to her left, puts it over the top. Glenn had the rebound. The follow was tipped. She got it again and puts it home.
Yeah, again, just a really nice job of just following and making sure she stayed with it. And again, it's this pressure.
McBroom's pass deflected, taken away by Tengwell. The pass too far. Carlson takes it back. Carlson into the corner, Neidham underneath. McBroom spins and scores. High post, Persia Glenn puts it on the floor, back to Gaskins. Green, that pass deflected. Gaskins gets to it though, goes too hard, leaves it long. Second chance, no good. Puts it up, and no, they're not going to give her the you got to give her the continuation on that. Wow, what an effort from Persia Glenn. Instead, it'll be a 1-and-1.
Let's take another look at that.
Second shot
Oh.
won't go. Third chance,
Well,
she's pushed
maybe.
from behind. I mean,
Yeah,
she did
I
have a
can see
chance to
it.
kind of steady herself, but still, with the way she was leaning, go on.
Sophia Smith.
I might be a little biased, but that's going to be
No.
number 3 against Allie Lindholm.
No one's ever accused us of.
So 2
being biased.
starters for the Lions with 3 fouls each. Still just under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Glenn hits the
It's the
first and retreated, and now she gets to come back into the second.
Well, and you know, with Stromberg being out of the lineup, this is an opportunity for the Cardinals to see if they can capitalize and try and open up a lead.
Well, we haven't seen Helen Benn since early on. We'll see if that changes.
Cardinals going
6
back.
points for Persia Glenn. She goes back to the bench.
Well, they can afford to go with that smaller lineup here with.
And this is about as small a lineup both sides. That pass got through the wickets on Neidham, recovered by Carlson in the corner. She's in some trouble, but able to bounce it out off of
Yeah, smart. It was smart play.
Bierman?
Smart play. Just get a little space and.
inbound to Carlson along the back line. Trap closing. She gets it to McBroom. There is Sophia Smith. Long pass was disrupted and forced over. Sophia Smith bobbles, recovers for the Cardinals. Green back to Smith. She'll take the 3. It's good.
Nothing but net for Smith. That was a big 3-pointer. Cardinals with a 5-point lead and another steal.
Graham works through the defense and scores.
Again, this is the opportunity without that, your big player in the middle to open up that lead.
Lindholm will step back and shoot 3. That won't go. The rebound underneath by Bates, and the foul is going to go against Tangwell.
Foul is called for Maya Taylor. Her first person. Bates, line for the line.
All right, we got 2 here, ladies. 2.
Double bonus now for Legacy Christian. You mentioned 8th grader, a couple of freshmen in the starting lineup. Is one of them, Addison Bates, at the free throw line. 4 points already tonight. Trying to help cut into this deficit and, more importantly, slow the Cardinal momentum. Tangwell lane violation. She'll get to go again. Able to hit the second one.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You get the lane violation. You give him a second chance.
3-pointer for Bierman is well off the mark. Graham throws up another chance, won't go. Smith had the rebound underneath, but tied up. And this time, it will be Lions ball.
Back to the game. Cardinals number 12, Jalen Gaskins.
Because I'd be surprised if Stromberg comes back in this half with 3
Depends on
personals.
how, yeah, I would say so too. Good effort there by McBroom, but Bierman recovers by the Cardinals. Green called for the travel.
Yeah.
Eight-point deficit for Legacy Christian. They have the ball just over 5 minutes left in the first half. Down the right side, this is going to be a foul against Legacy Christian. Offensive.
No, it's against Cardinals.
Oh, it is.
That's Sophia Smith, her
I
second.
thought he pointed out of bounds,
Yeah.
meaning it wasn't a shooting foul, but. I think that's the first for Sophia.
Well, they have 2 on the scoreboard.
Oh, maybe it is. Bates hits them both. Bierman leaves it back. Smith, another 3. This one won't go. Bierman has the rebound, hit the underside of the rim. The rebound by Carlson. Carlson trying to weave her way out of the backcourt, pressured by Gaskins. Works along the right wing. Got behind her, and Gaskins tried to get around her, ended up getting a piece. And that'll send Carlson to the line to shoot 2.
Again, just
that's number 2 on Jada Gaskins.
Too many infractions here.
Persia Glenn and Maya Tengwell back in.
Okay, one shot here, ladies. One. Wait for the release.
Carlson misses a couple. Bierman leaning in against Lindholm and getting the foul. That's number 4.
Yeah, that's huge.
And I would think she would be done for the rest of the first half.
Oh, yeah. Grace Thompson coming in for the Lions to take her place. But yeah, your 2 of your starters, one with 4, one with 3. And we'll see how if this game how it unfolds.
More missed free throws. Sophia Smith high off the glass for 2.
Well, if you can make up for the missed free throws with a bucket, you're okay.
McBroom baseline, her pass hit the rim. Green recovers and trying to run past all of the Lions, and she'll get a foul on Carlson and head to the line to shoot 2.
Foul is called Lions number 10, Sarah Carlson. Her second personal.
That'd be her second.
Caitlin Green to the line for the Cardinals.
Yet another missed free throw for Coon Rapids.
I know the Cardinals will be working on free throws in practice. Wow. I mean,
Been a long time since I kept track of every little thing, including free throws, but I don't think either coach, and I'm sure they both keep track, wants to see what their free throw percentage is when they get to the locker room at halftime. There's a lot of points been left.
Yes.
Smith for 3, that won't go. Rebound tipped by Bates, controlled by Carlson. McBroom in the backcourt to help. Bates, another solid pick to take Bierman off the defense. And now Glenn going to be called for the foul, and McBroom is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
That'll be her first.
To the line for the Lions.
If there hadn't been so many free throws attempted in this first half, it wouldn't be as much of a part of the story.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
McBroom does hit the second. Bierman for 3 at the other end. Puts it over the top, McBroom. And I...
Call Smith again.
No, they're going to call it
No.
against Addison Bates. Smith left side trying to get it into Glenn. Carlson got a hand in. She comes away with it. Trying to get around Smith. Bierman comes to double team along the sideline in some trouble. Tried to bounce it off of Bierman. Bierman goes to the floor to recover. Ends up tied up between Tengwell and Grace Thompson.
I'll give Cardinals the ball. Yeah, I know that Coach Lindholm has to feel pretty good.
Or is that Salome Neidham?
What's that?
I have 2 number 11s, I just realized, on my Lions roster. I think it's Salome Neidham. I could be wrong. Bierman calls timeout, trying to get the pieces in the right place.
Well, what I was going to say is that I'm sure Coach Lindholm is feeling pretty good. They're only down by 5 with 2 of their starters on the bench in foul trouble. You know, this was an opportunity for Coon Rapids to see if they could open up a lead here before the break, but it's still a close contest.
A conservative estimate that we've seen at least, I would say conservative estimate, 10 missed free throws at each end.
Oh, yeah.
While we have a timeout on the floor, we go down to the floor and Lexi Schweinert.
Hey guys, nice to check in while we're having this timeout right now. I asked Coach Lindholm what his scouting report was on Coon Rapids since the teams have never met. And he obviously said they need to watch out for transfer Helen Ben, who we haven't seen too much of tonight. He also watched their film and said this will obviously be a tough matchup for them. It's a great team. It's a step up for their team to play Coon Rapids. They play good man-to-man defense. They try to drive to the basket and kick it out for 3. They're obviously trailing a little bit now, so it's going to be interesting to see what it looks like in the second half, guys.
Yeah, and moving forward, you know, the Cardinals have a couple of their starters on the bench as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Persia Glenn came off and has been the most effective player in a black jersey against Stromberg. Able to draw a couple of those fouls, help put her on the bench, and has picked up some points along the way as well.
Well, and as you mentioned, we haven't seen Helen Ben in a while for the Cardinals.
Well, or Casey Beck.
Or Casey
Three-pointer
Beck.
for
Yep.
Sophia Smith, her second. And she's got 8 points off the bench. Bierman leads the team with 9, Glenn with 6. Green reached in and got the tie up. Or is she going to get the foul? It's a lot of ball there.
Yeah.
So it'll be Cardinal ball. Oh, they held it. That's what the whistle was for then, was for not getting it across midcourt.
Yep. Which is the right
Solid.
call, obviously.
Good defense. Green steps up, finds some room. Jump shot bounces around, won't go. Glenn, great rebound over McBroom. Then gets another foul, and will go to the line again.
Well, now you've got an 8-point lead. You got an opportunity, if you can hit 2, to get it to double digits.
First foul of the ball game for Alexis McBroom. Yeah, Glenn has played really nice minutes for the Cardinals off the bench.
Back in the game, number 10, Aaliyah Graham.
Aaliyah Graham checks back in. They put a lot of different bodies on the floor, especially when, again, Ben and Beck Two of your starters have been out since, about 13, 14 minutes left. Good recovery underneath the basket for Bierman. Glenn in the post, lost the handle right to Carlson. Gets it to McBroom. Up court, turning and shooting is Dom. That's off the mark. Carlson recovers in the far corner. Gets her way back up toward midcourt. Bates and now Neidham. Pass is tipped. Glenn steps up to get the steal. Glenn down court, leads for Bierman. Thought about the three in the corner. Will put it on the floor instead. Underneath to Glenn. Shot won't go. Green's shot won't go. Glenn, another chance, was partially blocked but got it off. Ends up out of bounds. And it'll be a Legacy ball.
Yeah, again, just really good opportunities to expand this lead underneath and just can't get it done, unfortunately.
Well, I thought Glenn had more contact on that last, the first attempt of that little rally there than she had on the previous one that got the foul. Not able to pick up the foul that time, and Legacy eventually gets away without giving up any more points. Flynn into the game and quickly picks up another foul. And this will send Salome Neidham to the free throw line.
Fouls on Cardinals number 35, Ashley Flynn, her third person.
That'd be her third. Wow.
In and out.
I don't know if I can't remember seeing two teams miss so many free throws. It's been a while. Really, I mean, both teams, the score could be so different.
Able to hit the second. Quickly down court. Graham drives and scores.
Well, Graham was very decisive. She knew what she wanted to do. She was going to take it to the hoop.
Pass too tall for Bates. Carlson speeds up court and keeps possession for the Lions. Neidham in the paint. That shot won't go. Green has the rebound. Long pass, too high for Sophia Smith. Couldn't catch it over her shoulder. 43.3 remaining in the first half.
Well, obviously mindset, let's run the basketball, there's pressure, that's what they like to do, and just a little bit too much on that pass.
Wait until the ball is in the hands of the 8th grader Carlson before they spring the trap. And again, they hold them in the backcourt for 10 seconds and force the turnover.
That's just really good defense by the Cardinals.
Bierman into the corner. Smith turns and shoots. That won't go. Green kicks it back underneath. Flynn can't get her shot to go. McBroom the rebound. Just under 20 seconds remain. Up court for Dom. Dom had it stripped by Smith. Flynn recovers. 10 seconds to go. Graham will just put it on the floor and go. That pass there, it was picked out of her pocket. And we have a travel with 1.5 seconds left, and the Cardinals have a chance to pass and shoot.
They do have an opportunity. Not a lot of time, but they do have that opportunity.
Down the sidelines to Smith, and Smith stepped on the line. They ran almost all the time off. 0.2 seconds remain, but we're going to go to the locker room with the Cardinals up 31-22. And as we talked about all through that 18 minutes, could have been much, much different. This could be a 50-48 game.
Oh, it very well could. And unfortunately, for both teams, not able to hit those free throws. But the Cardinals will take that 9-point lead into the break.
Yeah, and again, doing it without their leading scorer on the floor for much of it. To get some first half reaction from Coach Bierman, Lexi Schweiner.
Hey, Coach, you guys gained some momentum and really broke away with that lead in the last 6 or so minutes of the half. What was working so well for you guys?
Our zone press was putting enough pressure on them to cause the pace to speed up. Early, they were slowing the game down on us.
Some missed free throws. What else are you going to tell your team to improve on in the locker room to maintain this lead?
I think we need to start rebounding soon. So,
Awesome. Thanks so much, Coach.
thank you.
All right. I will send it back to you guys.
Lexi, and we need to start rebounding soon.
Yeah, soon. That would be good.
Fantastically candid answer from Chris Bierman. We'll take a break. Be back with first half stats after this. You're watching live girls high school basketball on CTN.
Did you know major recreational equipment like RVs, campers, converted buses, and boats are allowed on residential property in Coon Rapids? But you are limited to 2 items that must be registered and operable. And any vehicle parked at a home for more than 12 hours must not exceed a certain size. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Back at the barn, Coon Rapids a 31-22 lead at the break. Could have been much bigger lead. It could have been the other way. Legacy Christian, as expected, driving their offense through their power player in Anna Stromberg. Cardinal defense, as Coach Bierman talked about, though, helping them really get the game turned around in the second half of the first half.
Yeah, I think that when Lexi has an opportunity to talk to Coach Lindholm, she'll have to ask him what they do to kind of help with that defense. But free throw shooting, or I should say missed free throw shooting, as you talked about, kind of the story of that first half. But Cardinals able to build that lead, Joe, with Stromberg on the bench.
Well, both teams in the double bonus by the end, and considerably into that double bonus. We saw a lot of free throws. I did not keep count, but it was a lot. And I think both teams, each team missed 15 to 20.
Easily.
And only had 4 or 5 that they could take to the locker room and add to their score sheet.
Yeah,
but
easily.
After 18 minutes, it's Coon Rapids 31, Legacy Christian 22. You're watching girls high school basketball on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handicaps and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Back at the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, halftime between the Cardinals and the Lions. Coon Rapids leading Legacy Christian 31-22. On the sidelines with Lions head coach Nate Lindholm is Lexi Schweiner.
Hey, Coach, down by 9 at half. You told me before this game it was going to be tough for your team. What did you tell your team in the locker room?
We told them that if we're smart and can break their press, that we can get easy baskets. And with our young team, that's a work in progress, right? There's been so many fouls this half. It's been a really slow game, so I'm hoping that they let us play a little more and we get a chance to get right back in it.
Yeah, a very young team. Sydney Carlson, you said, is in 8th grade. She's been sensational tonight. What do you like about the way that she's making plays for your team?
Sarah is so tough. She's 5 foot nothing, but her heart is huge, and she's such a hard worker, and I'm excited for her. But she stepped up at the end of that second half, made some big plays. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, Howie and Joe, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Lexi. And we'll take one more break. We'll be back with the second half after this. You're watching Girls High School Basketball on CTN. All right, Howie, take a look. Our opponents are on this side. The Cardinals are over here. Where's the line of scrimmage?
Right here.
Good. So obviously the Cards want to get the ball downfield anywhere over here, and the other guys are pushing back this way over here. So one strategy would take...
Hey, Joe.
What?
Tic-tac-toe, I win.
Back at the barn, just about ready to get started here in the second half. Legacy Christian will have the first possession. Coach / dad, Chris Bierman, getting his senior captain daughter strapped in and ready to go. For half number 2, she leads all scorers with 9 points.
It'll be interesting to see if the Cardinals go at Stromberg and see if they can get her to pick up that fourth quickly here in this second half. 5 seconds.
They can't even get it in. A 5-second violation to start. And you heard Coach Lindholm saying, be smart, break their press. That starts with getting the ball in.
Yeah.
High post, Ben kicks it back up top. Green back to Ben, works for the right side. Back up top, Green will get to the paint. Pull-up jumper, rolls home.
Yeah, nice coming off that 5-second violation to get a bucket here to go up by 11. Oh, and there's going to be a foul on Green.
Trying to deny the ball to Stromberg.
We talked about that situation, that early foul trouble for Coon Rapids early on, and then for the Lions as well later in the game in the first half.
Well, and more so for the Lions, because the Cardinals pulled and worked with their bench. They have Flynn, I think, is the only with 3, if I'm not mistaken. McBroom blocked by Gaskins, but Gaskins going to be called for the foul. That'll be her third.
Yeah, must have got body on her because it sounded like all ball to me when. That's all ball to me.
I think it's the previous hold on the elbow.
She may have gotten the body contact, but as far as the block.
McBroom hits the first. High post, Ben will shoot over Stromberg and knock it down.
Yeah, just her, she was out for the majority of that first half, just 4 points.
Cardinals pressure and get a steal. Gaskins to the basket, shot won't go. Rebound tipped around. Eventually out of bounds to the Lions.
A good hustle there by Ben to go after that loose basketball. Tried to keep it in possession of the Cardinals, just couldn't keep it under control.
Nearly a steal, and now it is one. Gaskins head up, will slow down. Green on the left wing into the corner for Bierman. Broom comes out to defend. High post, Ben turns back out to Green. Left side, Bierman. Green into the paint, back out. Gaskins for 3. That's not going to go. Long rebound. Gaskins, great spin move and basket.
Really pretty spin move. Just a great job following her miss. And then she, by that spin, created just that space she needed. She's able to drop it.
McBroom troubled by Gaskins. Green comes to help. Saves to Gaskins. She gets the basket. Timeout. Legacy Christian.
Just to start, the Cardinals wanted here in half number 2. They had a 9-point lead. They've been able to build that lead to 15 off some, again, continued good pressure defense by the Cardinals.
Defense comes, they get it to Stromberg, and the pressure coming from Bierman got her to shuffle her feet and turn it back over. Green left side, Bierman, they play out near midcourt. Bierman kicks it to the corner. Gaskins up top. Green will take the three. That's off the mark. Long rebound controlled by McBroom. Pressured along the end line by Ben. Bierman gets the steal. McBroom's going to get the foul.
Yeah. Bierman just hustling, making sure she got that basketball, and McBroom's going to get the push.
And they're just not able to handle the pressure. Just so many black bodies coming to the ball. Every time they turn away, there's more pressure coming. Gaskins gets it up top into the post. Beck, and Beck's going to be called for a hook again, trying to hook her way around the bigger Stromberg.
Yeah, well, yeah, she's got to try and create space for herself, and she got caught.
McBroom in the backcourt with Dom. Pass is off the mark, recovered by Bates. Bates will work down the right side, now back away from Bierman in the corner. Underneath, McBroom had it swatted away. Ben comes up with it, trying to run out of the crowd. Runs past Dom at the other end. Left-handed shot won't go. Dom comes up with the rebound. McBroom up court. Green gambled and came up empty. Stromberg, easy basket at the other end.
Yeah, for sure. Again, just the gamble didn't pay off for the Cardinals, and Stromberg made them pay.
Gaskins flips it up underneath. That won't go. Bates has the rebound. Alexis McBroom working against Gaskins into the front court. Stromberg up top, left corner for Carlson. Carlson finds some room and gets her shot to fall. Ben working against Stromberg.
Stromberg just stayed her course.
So it's swatted away out of bounds. Leah Graham will check in for the Cardinals. 14-13 to go for the second half. 39-28 in favor of the home team. Last 4 points from Legacy Christian. McBroom. And another 5-second violation.
You can go a whole game without seeing one, and we've seen two already.
Here in the second half.
Yeah.
First 4 minutes. Left side, Gaskins back to Green up top. She'll take the three. That's going to be short out of bounds. Lions basketball. Okay, so we have two number 11s. We don't have a number 12. So I'm going to say that Grace Thompson is number 12 because she's underneath Salome Neidem, the other 11. And that's exactly how it is.
You are so smart.
Hey, you know, every dog has his day. Green can't quite get a hand on that. Step up three-pointer by Carlson won't go. Rebound by Graham. Graham spins away from Thompson to the other end. Bucket and the foul, and that's going to be number 4 against Stromberg.
Wow.
Or there were a couple of bodies in the heap.
Well, let's see what they call.
But yeah, Stromberg looks like holding their head. You didn't say who the foul was against. 23, there it is. That's number 4.
That's huge. That is huge. And we talked about going at her, trying to pick up her 4th relatively early, and they did. She's going to have to take a seat on the bench. And that changes the dynamic for what Coon Rapids wants to do.
And certainly what Legacy Christian wants to do.
Absolutely.
And the three-point play good for Aaliyah Graham. And that pass too tall for Dom. Another turnover to the Cardinals.
Obviously still plenty of time in this basketball game left, but Cardinals can open this lead here in this situation.
Graham inside to Glenn. Glenn works her way for a shot. The shot won't go, but she'll get 2 free throws. McBroom going to pick up her 3rd. Nope, it's going to go against Graham or Carlson. Be her 3rd.
Yep.
First one short for Persia. Missed them both. Bates has position, gets the rebound, gets it ahead to Thompson. Across for McBroom into the front court. Glenn steps in and knocks the pass away out of bounds.
Again, we talked about in the first half, nice quality minutes off the bench for Persia Glenn.
But I thought she was the most effective single player against Stromberg in that first half. Now with Stromberg on the floor, the Cardinals can roll out girls like Persia Glenn and Casey Beck and Ashley Flynn, and now they have the size advantage.
And they do, and they obviously have the deeper bench, which really helps in this situation.
Inbound goes to McBroom. Poked away, but right to Bates. She hits the short jump shot.
They need buckets.
Glenn high post out to Ben on the left side. Drives baseline and scores.
Well, that's what she does, a quick little move to the inside. Able to get the easy bucket to extend the lead back to 14.
Dom leaves it to Bates, into McBroom. She gets a foul, will go to the line to shoot 2.
That could be on Persia, I believe. Yep.
Be her second.
Yep.
McBroom to the line for the Lions. In the game from Cardinals number 2, Sophia Smith.
Sophia Smith will check back in for the Cardinals.
Got a lot of players that have played solid minutes.
Yeah.
Again, off the bench, again, depth favors Coon Rapids, but just to get quality minutes, regardless of the opponent, and just to be able to roll players out that can get points and get hot. Sophia Smith looking for another three. That's short. Ben can't get it to go. Graham, another chance, gets a foul, and will go back to the line to shoot 2 more.
It'll be on Bates, I believe. Nope.
Gonna go against Dom.
That'll be her second, team fourth.
Nothing but net on that free throw for Leah Graham.
She has 8.
Yeah, she has 8 off the bench. Persia's got 6 or 8 off the bench. Smith's got 8 off the bench. More importantly at this point, she hit a couple of free throws. 3 in a row.
She did, absolutely.
That's something this game sorely needs. Free throw shooters.
We're going to get Graham.
And Graham's going to get called for the foul on that one.
Foul is called on Cardinals number 10, Leah Graham. Her first personal, 15-5. In the game for the Lions, number 23, Anna Stromberg.
Stromberg back in with her 4 personals.
In the game, Cardinals number 12, Jada.
Down 14, under 12 minutes to play.
Yeah, and you're keeping their leading scorer well below her average, just 10 points on the night, by getting her in foul trouble.
Well, and denying the front court. I mean, how many times have they been held in the back court? Shot is short for Carlson. Rebound by Beck. Pushing it ahead for Gaskins on the run. And she gets the foul on Bates. Will go to the line to shoot 2. Stromberg did not hear the initial foul.
No, she did not.
Foul was called Lions number 2, Addison Bates. Her second personal, 15-5. Back to the game, Cardinals number 55, Kaylee Bierman.
Gaskins able to hit 1 and 2. Green able to get the offensive rebound. Right back to Gaskins, who backs out right side for Bierman. Into the post. Helen Ben back out to Gaskins. Cross court. Green, little head fake, steps inside. Shot is in and out. Rebound tipped, controlled by Lindholm. Lindholm stepped on the line. Lindholm playing with 4 fouls as well for Legacy Christian.
Back in the game, Cardinals number 2, Sophia Smith.
Bierman took one too many steps to set up off the inbound and turn it back over.
She had that good opportunity because there wasn't really anybody coming up and giving her any trouble.
McBroom ahead for Stromberg. Bates right side, jump shot won't go. Ben with position on Stromberg, able to get the rebound.
Well, and Stromberg has to be careful with those 4 personals.
Gaskins steps in, shoots over Stromberg. Shot is short, rebound Stromberg. Long pass ahead for Carlson. Watched by Smith. Runs into traffic, McBroom in the paint, turning against Gaskins. Shot won't go.
Call Casey
they're going to call Casey back away from the ball.
The hook.
Her 4th foul. 3 of them have been for hook.
Yep. And she doesn't have a point.
Back to the game, Cardinals number 34.
Persia Glenn will come in with her half dozen points off the bench.
McBroom jump shot won't go. Long rebound out of the reach of Stromberg. Gaskin leads with numbers. Ben delivers with the left hand.
Beautiful. No look past Ben, able to convert.
Full court pressure. They get it ahead to Lindholm right side. Ben takes that pass away, heads up court. Gaskins back inside, off the glass and home.
Gaskins for 2.
Timeout, Legacy Christian.
Twin Cities Orthopedics is proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Coon Rapids High School. TCO is trusted by some of the biggest names in sports, and they bring that same level of care to our athletes.
Just under 10 minutes remaining in this one. Coon Rapids pushing their lead to 19 now, as high as it's been all night.
Yeah, you know, even with Stromberg in the lineup, Joe, she's not playing her true game because of the 4 personals.
While we have the chance, we always like to get it down to Lexi Schreiner.
Hey guys, we got some loud music playing in the background right now, but kind of a fun story coming out of Coon Rapids is when you think of basketball practice, you might think of shooting drills, maybe running sprints. But something that coach has implemented, he's trying something different with his team, is boxing. He said the team is going to try doing it 2 to 3 times per week. He says it's an opportunity to learn how to train and move as an athlete while developing core skills that will transfer onto the floor immediately. How cool is that?
It's great cardio.
Oh, it's the best.
Don't want it to transfer too directly to the floor on a Friday night, but Gaskins reaches in with a little jab, gets a steal, takes it to the bucket, but can't get it to go. McBroom rips away the rebound. And then she traveled as she wanted to pass and found that she was swarmed by black jerseys. Ben turns, little shifty move, finds some empty room. Shot won't go. Stromberg the rebound. Carlson will work against Smith to get up court. Carlson, all that work down the floor, eventually gets the hand foul from Sophia Smith. That'll be her third.
Personal 17 foul. In the Eagles Lions, number 11, Sullivan Iron. Shooting for the Lions, number 10, Sarah Carlson.
And Carlson well off her average as well. Came in averaging 13.7, just 2 points so far tonight. And won't add to it here. Rebound taken by Gaskins, runs down the sidelines underneath. Persia Glenn puts it home.
Yeah, just again, just a really nice job, Persia on that near side of the basket. Relatively easy.
Bierman jumps the passing lane, runs in alone and scores some more.
Bierman has 11.
Ben with a steal, just ripped it away in front of Needham, and now Gaskins will back out. Glenn in the high post, back out to Gaskins. Left side, Sophia Smith gets a pick from Ben, takes it to the paint, kicks it up top. Gaskins steps back. 3-second violation.
In the Eagles Lions, number 24.
Kaylee Bierman leading the Cardinals with 11 points, and I think about 8 of them have come on breakaways following defensive steals. Not all hers. She's had a couple of steals that have come right back to her. Here's another steal for her, and another basket.
Yeah, I guess this defense for Coon Rapids tonight against the mismatched team here from the Lions, just doing a really good job of getting in the passing lanes, beating their opponent to the ball,
finally get it to Stromberg down in the low post, and she's forced to send it back up. Carlson working against Ben. Down to the baseline, back out. Now underneath, Stromberg with the left hand gets around Persia Glenn and gets the basket. Ends a long Cardinal streak. They had scored a lot. Unanswered. Gaskins trying to get him right back on the offensive end. Ben bobbles but recovers. Glenn, 15-footer, is short. Gaskins can't save it.
See the time remaining, 7:23. Cardinals with a big lead.
They had scored 13 unanswered.
Yeah, that's the way you open up a
the
lead.
Minneapolis math is
yeah,
old.
well, you know, it's a little
get
slow.
The Abacus out.
Yeah.
Another steal.
Got to do it longhand.
This time they turn it back over.
You're gonna call
and then a
Sophia
foul.
Smith.
And that'll be her fourth.
Foul is called regardless number 2, Sophia Smith. Her fourth personal team foul. In the game, regardless number 10, Malia Graham. To the line for the Lions, number 11, Salome Item.
Salome Neidham will go to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. Won't go. Good position by Glenn for the rebound. Gaskins leads the charge to the other end, leaves it off for Bierman, and then she traveled.
Back in the game, Cardinals number 33, Jason Beck.
Back in for Coon Rapids.
That pass behind Dom, and Lions will turn it back over.
Yeah, Lions can't get a break. You know, just when they stop something that the Cardinals are doing, they turn the ball back over.
Graham to Beck into the front court. Sophia Smith will set the offense. Dom stretches the defense, left side or right side for Graham. Inside they go to Graham or Glenn, and she scores.
She has 10.
McBroom forces it ahead to Dom. Her pass deflected. Glenn's going to be called for reaching in around Stromberg.
Yeah, that'll be Persia's third.
Foul is called Cardinals number 34, Persia Glenn. Her third personal 19 foul. Stromberg to the line for the Lions. In the game, Cardinals number 15,
Kaylin Green,
number 12, Jada Gaskins.
Jada Gaskins and Helen Ben all check back in for Coon Rapids. Stromberg off the mark. Gaskins long down court for Helen Ben. Takes it right at Stromberg. Nice moves to the left hand for the basket.
Just a beautiful, quick first step.
Stromberg, left side for Dom. Neidham's three-pointer won't go. Stromberg has the rebound, puts too much on the follow. Ben down court. Gaskins behind everybody, now trying to slow up. Her pass tipped. Ben got to it. And foul is going to be called against, I think, Salome
Watch this
Neidham.
first move. Great job as she just gets the little step in and goes underneath.
Inbound to Ben on the baseline. Reverse won't fall. Olivia Dom has the rebound for the Lions. Leaves it back for McBroom. Stromberg hands it back to her, kicks it out. Salome Neidham for three. It's good. Gaskins. Pull-up jumper off the glass, around the rim and out. Beck had the rebound, can't force it up through Stromberg. That pass taken right back by Gaskins and then lost out of bounds. And it'll be Legacy Christian's ball after all. Timeout Cardinals, 5:14 to play. Comfortably in control.
Yeah.
Up 24.
Did a really nice job, up by 9 at the break and able to increase that lead and did exactly what they wanted to do. Coming into the second half, they wanted to take control of this basketball game. They wanted to take control of the scoreboard, and they have done that.
Well, more than 5 minutes left in this second half. They've scored almost as many points as they did in the first. Yep. 31 in the first, 30 here through 13, not quite 13 minutes of this second half.
Red's
feeling festive.
Yes, he is. Santa Red.
Obviously enjoying what he sees. Home team up big. Looking to improve to a 2-1 record. And the wheels would really have to come off for them not.
Oh, yes, they would.
Stromberg working against Beck. Puts it on the floor, drives to the basket and scores.
Well, Beck, too, has to be careful. She wants, she's got 4. But, yeah, Stromberg just bigger and stronger. Backs her way down.
Ben faces up against Stromberg. Puts it on the floor, gets her moving. Underneath, Gaskins can't get that shot to go. Rebound loose. Stromberg comes up with it in traffic. Cardinals have it, but then Ben went to the floor and called for the travel. Lindholm into the middle. McBroom gets the bucket and the foul, and that's going to do it for Casey Beck.
Yeah, Casey Beck's going to foul out, and again, McBroom, you know, she's got 11 points. She's had a nice game here tonight for the Lions, but still down by 20.
McBroom to the line for the Lions.
There you see the infraction.
McBroom can't get the extra one to fall. Well, she's going to get another chance because they did not get Beck subbed out.
Back to the game. Cardinals number 55, Katie Behrman.
Oh, no, she is not going to get another chance. So the Cardinals get the rebound and Green into the front court. Give and go with Gaskins. Too far underneath. Kicks it out to Bierman. Green, right wing. High post for Helen Ben. Faces up against Stromberg. Works her back. Shot won't fall. Rebound still loose. Pops free to Sophia Smith. Out to Helen Ben. Ben spins around Stromberg and she travels.
Yep. Just took that extra step.
Carlson for 3, won't go. Rebound by Green. Cardinals right back down the floor. Bierman spins into the left corner. Green back up top. Ben left side. Gaskins steps in. And she's going to get the foul on Stromberg that will force her from the contest.
Yeah. Well, she was able to stay on the floor for a while with those more personals.
So Gaskins at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Oh, they said it was active shooting. Okay.
Yeah.
In the game, Cardinals number 35, Ashley.
Able to hit 1 and 2.
Oh, green's going to be called.
It's the danger when you play that much pressure defense, you're going to take some fouls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Double bonus for the Lions, so it'll be 2 for McBroom. Second one is short, rebound by Ben. 20-point lead. Helen Ben drives and makes it 22.
Again, she doesn't have to work with a 6'3" body there in her way. She's able to take it to the hole pretty easily.
Carlson for 3 at the other end. That won't go. Rebound bounces around, controlled by Ashley Flynn. Gaskin. Slow down into the corner. Gets it to Flynn, back up top to Gaskins. Thought about the really long 3, nearly had it stripped by Lindholm. Now hands off to Ben. She drives, but it comes up empty. Lindholm has the rebound for Legacy Christian. McBroom, left side. Salome Neidham up top, gets it back. Neidham's shot won't go. Flynn can't control the rebound. Bierman can. Ahead for Gaskins. Turn to the corner, back up top. Green, little pump fake, drives the lane. That won't go. Flynn has the rebound. Her shot won't go, and Lindholm has it for the Lions.
Yeah, miss underneath for the Cardinals, but again, with that big lead, those misses don't hurt quite so badly.
Carlson had her dribble disrupted as she tried to drive. Able to keep control, though, down to 15 on the shot clock. And there's the turnover as Flynn controls. Her pass taken away by Neidham. Back down low to Carlson. Little scoop shot underneath Flynn for the basket. And a timeout. 1:43 left to go. Well, a solid win for Coach Bierman's club, but again, you look at the competition they've faced. A dominant victory over Tartan week 1. Then you go on the road to take on a conference opponent like Anoka and handled easily the other way. Back to a lower level opponent. They control the game. Maybe could have had an even more dominant win.
I think so.
But have done a lot of the things that they wanted to do in this home opener.
Right.
You know, the win is first, but you know, a lot of good things. Obviously, the full court pressure has looked very good.
Their defense.
Helen Ben has come on really nice here in the second half. After having just 2 points in the first half, she's got 12 now. And how many points they're scoring off of steals and turnovers.
I mean, you create opportunities for yourself, and the Cardinal defense certainly been doing that all evening long.
But they'll have to face much stronger teams down the road, like Helen Ben's former squad, Park Center. You got Maple Grove on the schedule. You got a lot of tough teams. 3-point look for Bierman is good. She's got 16. Lions working the perimeter. Gaskins ahead. Ben Bierman for 3 on the left side. That one's good too.
She's feeling it. She has 19. Oh,
another steal. Gaskins will take it in and score easily.
Gaskins for 2.
Under a minute to go. Flynn got a piece of that shot from Retke. Ben on the run. Will drive to the basket and score.
Ben for 2. Timeout, Cardinals.
Cardinals are going to call a timeout.
In the game, Cardinals number 2.
We're going to see some fresh bodies in there for the last 32 seconds.
Well, you can see some girls who had not played all night do not appear on the varsity roster that I have in the game for Legacy Christian. Cardinals, everyone on the floor we've seen. Hey, you've got them all. See, your printout is awesome.
Oh, I took it off the hub.
Isabella Reisterer. Zandra Jackson, I like that. That's a good name. Audrey Retke, to name a few that have come in these last couple of minutes for Legacy Christian. Shot clock is off. Smith will take a 3. It's short. Rebound by Grace Thompson. She'll run to the other end. Blocked by Green. Thompson rips it right back. And then Green's going to be called for the foul. I got to give Grace Thompson a heck of a lot of credit. That was a scrappy play to just turn around. You get blocked, you just turn around and rip it right back. Get yourself to the free throw line.
Thompson to the line for the Lions.
Kaylin Green, just 4 points in the game, but number of steals, and she's been a big part of that pressure defense. It's made it oh so difficult for Legacy Christian to get out of their backcourt all game long. Thompson able to hit them both. And that will do it. Cardinals. A dominant victory, and Coach Bierman's got to be happier with that second half effort. Had a 9-point lead at the half. Felt pretty good, but just absolutely controlled the entire second half.
Yeah, they really did.
Far fewer fouls as well.
That's a big fouls, and you know, and again, their defense of effort in the first half continued over to that second half, and you got to give them a lot of credit because they pressured Legacy Christian Academy all night long, and it made it really difficult for them to get anything done. And then, of course, your big player in Anna Stromberg fouling out, but really limiting her game, what she can do, and not near her average.
Yeah, and so many different pieces they were able to bring in off the bench. Persia Glenn at midcourt, we talked about a lot, but so many different contributors off the bench. Aaliyah Graham came off the bench, had a really nice game. Sophia Smith came off the bench and had a really nice game. Ashley Flynn came in and helped, put in some extra minutes in the middle against Stromberg and help make it as difficult as possible against the Lions star. And speaking of stars, the offensive star of tonight's game for the Cardinals, definitely with a couple of 3-pointers right at the end, was Kaylee Bierman, and she is down on the sidelines with our Lexi Schweiner. Lexi?
Couple 3-pointers for you at the end there. What was working for you so well?
Working as a team, moving the ball quick. I get those shots from my team moving for me and creating those opportunities.
You guys are working as such a unit tonight. What was the best takeaway from this game?
Our defense. We actually executed our press, Big A, our 1-2-2, worked together, improved on that. So that's a big takeaway for today.
And you've been through a lot of adversity just coming off of a nose surgery, but you are relentless. What felt so good about being on the court tonight?
I mean, I can breathe now. That's always a plus. And we were having fun. Last year we did not have our heads high, but today we did.
Awesome. And I have to ask you, how special is it to see your daughter excelling so well?
Oh, unfortunately, I have to list her as just a player, but I like when all my players play like they did tonight. So.
For sure. And you guys came out with so much momentum at half. What really changed in that second half?
Actually, we've set up the schedule for this week as a mini section trial run, and we talked about the importance of executing on a game plan early. So when we came out in the second half, you saw the original game plan working.
2 wins already so far this season, already one more than last season. What is the biggest change for you guys?
We're just going to continue to grow up. We're building community, making sure we're the place that everybody wants to play, making sure that we're the harder working team every night.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Congrats. All right, Howie and Joe, I'll send it back up to you.
Thank you, Lexi. And yeah, just the second half controlled by the Cardinals, put in a couple of big spurts. They jumped that lead from 9 to 15 in the first couple of minutes, and then shortly after that went on that 11-0 run or 13-0 run.
Right.
That really helped break it open. And the defense definitely impressive tonight. But as we've talked about all night long, the other piece is how many contributors they had coming off the bench to put up points, but also play big minutes on defense as well. And the way they sprung the trap in that full court defense was impressive, and the Lions really struggled with it all game long, especially through the second half of the first half.
Yeah, a few takeaways for me. Obviously, their defense first and foremost is really solid. And I really like the way that one of the things Coach Bierman talked to me about, says if we're not into our bench early, then we're in a little bit of a trouble. So you saw them use a lot of players, and the fact that Kaylee Bierman said I can now breathe is my greatest quote of the night. I love it.
It does make a big difference when you're playing a cardiovascular sport. Speaking of cardiovascular sports, we have plenty of them upcoming. We've got an outdoor doubleheader on the CTN outdoor rink at Coon Rapids Ice Center. That's coming up on Saturday the 16th, starting at 5 o'clock with the girls against Anoka, and then 7 o'clock the boys against Elk River. We'll see the girls hockey team against a strong section opponent, North White County, on the 19th. And then we will see the boys hockey team against the Duluth East Greyhounds, also a tough section opponent. That one's coming up on Thursday the 21st. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Coon Rapids 74 and Legacy Christian 46. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Lexi Schweinert and Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying good night.